When people do movie reviews, sometimes they throw out the word, this is an early 2000s movie, or this is a 90s throwback. After watching this movie, I can fully say, this movie feels like a 90s movie. Is that a bad thing or a good thing? Those Who Wish Me Dead stars Angelina Jolie and Jon Bernthal and is about a teenage murder witness finds himself pursued by twin assassins in the Montana wilderness with a survival expert tasked with protecting him. Now, going into this movie, I had no expectations whatsoever. I just said, oh, Angelina Jolie's in another movie that's not Maleficent? Cool, because she does like any roles anymore. So I was like, I want to see her in more stuff, and this movie is a reason why. I did see this movie on the big screen because I love movie theater experience, and I would say go see this in a movie theater. It's a pretty solid movie theater movie, especially like a matinee. This is a perfect matinee movie. Starting off with the positives, I think the biggest thing I can say is the direction, the cinematography, the production value of this movie looks really good. This entire movie looks pretty, like everything. The cinematography with the mountains and the wilderness and seeing like the forest fires like start, like it felt impactful, it felt real. Some of the CGI was a little noticeable, but for the most part, this movie looks beautiful with a great, beautiful leading woman, Angelina Jolie. She kills it in this role. Like, she is like good in this role. Like, she makes this movie 10 times better. When we first meet her, she's like one of the guys. She curses on every sentence she says. She's fun, she's exciting, but she has an issue with her character. She has a past that's haunting her. So she makes an interesting character, and when she gets this little boy who, after a tragic incident just happened, now they're stuck together, and this little kid and her have great, and I mean great banner. So performances all around were really good, especially the assassins. The assassins were played by Aidan Gillian from Game of Thrones and Nicholas Hoult from, obviously, the X-Men series. And they're not fully developed characters, but for what this movie is like a 90s feel, they were fine. They were menacing, and they actually had a little bit of humanity in them, because there's a scene with a pregnant woman, and they're killers throughout this entire movie, and then when it gets to that, they don't do it right away. So it shows humanity in them, but they're not like a fully developed character. But for the most part, they are menacing, they get the threatening part out of the way, and I enjoyed their villainous roles, and I cannot talk about Jon Bernthal enough. I love this man. He's one of those guys, no matter the movie, he will give it his all, and in this movie, he is really good. He's a solid actor in this movie. He's not like an Oscar-worthy or anything, but he is solid, he's a badass, and he knows how to command a scene. Overall, though, I had a ton of fun with this movie. This movie is not going to win any Oscars. This movie is not going to be like the best picture of the year. But it's a good, solid movie. There's really good humor in this movie, too. The humor felt like real human humor, and I love that in this movie. It felt actually funny to watch and hear and see. And the action scenes are intense. There's good, intense scenes, and when the forest fire actually happens, it's a very intense scene, and I really did care for this little boy and Angelina Jolie. Her performance in this movie makes the movie most of the part, and if I had any issues, you can really tell when there's CGI. Oh, and stay away from the trailers. Oh man, stay away from the trailers. Trailers show everything. Like, I mean everything. I'm gonna give Those Who Wish Me Dead a B+. It's out in theaters right now. It's also on HBO Max. I definitely would say check it out. It's a good time, and it's definitely a solid movie to watch. Now, on the side note, this Sunday, tomorrow, May 16th, 12 p.m. Eastern Time, my good old YouTube pal, Zack. He is a movie reviewer just like me, hitting that grind button every day like me. He is doing a live stream of the David Fincher movies. We're doing ranking all of them. I'm so excited to be part of it. It's my very first live stream, very first like joint anything. So tomorrow, May 16th at 12 p.m. Eastern Time, Zack channel. I'll leave a link in the description below. Go and support it tomorrow morning. We'll be there. It's going to be a lot of fun. I'm so excited with all the panels host. Go check it out. I'm so excited, guys. David Fincher ranking. I'll see you there. Anyway, guys, enjoy this movie review, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye-bye, everyone.